What's up, guys, and welcome to part two of my toy haul. Sorry, the first one I was a bit tired, so excuse me if I look like I was a bit off in that video, but I'm just happy to be back and bring you part two. Hopefully, it'll be the final one. I don't think I have to break this up into three, so I'll get into it again. This is Tony B Hunting Figs. Hopefully you follow me on Instagram at Tony B Hunting Figs and give me a follow, shout out. Hopefully you like and subscribe on what you see, and hopefully I can bring you more content. So anyway, I decided to kind of break this up into different parts by different universes to make it less confusing. So right now I'm gonna first show you what I got in wrestling. And I'm very excited to be hunting right now because I think there's a lot of things nostalgia wise that's coming out that's kind of taking me back to my childhood. I'm just getting excited to go out there and pick a few of these things up. But without further ado, I'm gonna go with the wrestling first. And I picked this up at Target. It was an AEW exclusive 2-pack with Jon Moxley and MJF. I thought that was pretty awesome, so I decided to pick that up. And what I like about the AEW figures, this is probably considered like their basic ones, and this is only $20 for a 2-pack. And of course, you know, you can see all of them articulate pretty well. Has cloth goods, comes with interchangeable hands, so I think that's pretty awesome because the WWE ones that are the 2-packs are usually like $25, and those don't really articulate well because those are basics. But I like how they kept the price point cheap, and it's the same model that they use for all their figures, which they can articulate pretty well. And that is the back. So I guess they fought at Full Gear, as you can see. So I thought that was pretty dope. Two of my favorite newer wrestlers in this new generation, so they're pretty good. And speaking of wrestling, I was happy to finally complete the second wave of the Monday Night Wars. So I found Triple H right there. You see he has the red outfit with the Generation X. I'm starting to see more of these Triple H's, not really the Rey Mysterio, so I was happy that I was actually able to find Rey and his purple gear. Now, this is probably like one of my favorite Rey Mysterio outfits that he wore, and another favorite of mine is what I'm hoping they come out with is the purple attire that he fought Eddie Guerrero, and I believe it was Halloween Havoc '97. That's probably one of my favorite matches and costumes that Rey wore. Also, the uniform or the attire that Eddie is wearing, that's another Monday Night War figure that I'm trying to get, and it's been hard, so I'm going to switch to Marvel now. Oh, actually I got one more wrestling. I have the Rock and Roll, I guess, Hulk Hogan from, what is this, the Elite Collection Series 23. I always believe that Hogan is very toyetic, and I thought that was awesome that they finally came out. I believe this is when he came out with an album in WWE back in the 80s, mid 80s, late 80s. So that's something that I was glad to pick up from this series. I didn't really like the other ones that they came out with. You know, it was a Big Bubba, Rosie, Jamal. You know, I passed on those, but this was definitely an awesome pickup, so I got that. Now we're gonna switch to Marvel, and I found this Wolverine. I wasn't gonna get it, but I decided to pick it up because I think I just have one Wolverine. The other Wolverine that I have is a Diamond Select, so I consider that more of a statue. And then I have another Marvel Legends Wolverine, and then I have the Logan with the tank top and the jeans that I bought with the Deadpool. So this was like the 85 years, celebrating 85 years. So I was actually gonna put the Logan head on here to see if it looks like the Deadpool Wolverine one, which will be kind of funny. I thought this was it, but then I just realized that that's not coming out to the end of the year, and I think they're coming out with a whole series of figures from the Deadpool Wolverine movie, and you could pre-order it now. But I decided to pick that one up. Another one, hard one to find that I haven't seen, and something that I was shocked to see, which was today. And usually the Target, I found this at Target. Normally I don't really find exclusive stuff like this, but I love the animated series of Spider-Man, and I love how they came out with the figures again. And I definitely want to get a Venom and a Symbiote Spider-Man, and I was able to find this Carnage. And this was the only one too, and I'm like, I gotta pick it up. This is like something that I'll probably not see again, and will probably cost more in the aftermarket, you know, with people like hiking up prices. So that was pretty dope. From the other videos, I have the Let There Be Carnage, Carnage from the movie, but this is something that I always wanted from the animated series to actually get that. So that was pretty dope that I got that. And speaking of the new Captain America movie coming out, as you know, Thunderbolt Ross turns into the Red Hulk, and I seen some clips from, was it D23, and this was the only one I saw as well. It was the Red Hulk, so I decided to definitely pick that up. You know, I'm definitely a big Hulk fan, love the Hulk, and this is a beefy pause, you know, toy right now, and I just love the way the Incredible Hulks come out. So that's going to be a nice display with my other Hulks, and you know, being that I have the Falcon, aka Captain America, it'll be nice to pose him up with the Red Hulk. And I think the other Hulk is supposed to be in Brave New World too, so that's pretty awesome. Again, these are like, in my way, these are like rare around where I'm at. So it's like, if you don't pick them up, you know, I won't find them anymore. So that was a nice pickup. Now I'm gonna go to, actually, I got two more Marvel stuff. So this, I know the other video I found the Deadpool statue, and then today I found the Wolverine statue. So that was dope. And I actually have this comic book. I actually have it graded, but I have it put away. So it's gonna look really nice putting this close with that graded comic book. X-Men #1, definitely like a Jim Lee's art. I wonder if they're gonna come out with the Cyclops and the Iceman that's on the cover. That'll be pretty dope. And this one is kind of hard to come across, so I'm glad that I found it, and I definitely had to pick this up. So there's gonna be a nice statue to put with the Deadpool and the other ones. Like, it's really excited to get the other ones, especially the Captain America and the Spider-Man, the larger scale ones. That's gonna be pretty awesome to get. And what I also found was, to complement my little Deadpool pickups, the Deadpool taco truck. So that's pretty dope. And what I like about it is that everything articulates on the food truck. You know, there's a lot of views on this that you can look up, but both doors on the side slide open, the rear door, both of them open, and then the windows articulate, and the, I guess this is the canopy or whatever it is, actually lifts up, and inside is an actual, like, probably can't, you're not gonna be able to see it, but it's a whole, they actually built a kitchen inside here. So that's pretty dope. That's the back of it. So this is gonna be a nice display. I'm gonna see if I buy more of the Nano figures from Jada Toys, because I have the Ninja Turtle ones. I was gonna get some more. I don't know if they got the Marvel ones, but it'll be nice to have them displayed in the taco truck, outside of the taco truck, if there's more characters. And I like that all these characters are die cast that come in it. So that was pretty dope. I think this is a re-release because of the reviews that I've seen for the other ones. They've come out with smaller ones, and they came out with a black and color taco truck a couple of years ago, probably around when the first movie came out. So that is my Marvel section, and I'm gonna go to my Ninja Turtle section. This is what's getting me excited, right? To collect again, and I'm all on board with these. And I saw that they've been re-releasing the pizza thrower, so that's pretty awesome. I remember when this came out when I was a kid, back in what, late 80s, early 90s. So I've been seeing this a couple of Targets, not everywhere. It doesn't look like they're really stocking up on these, but I decided to definitely pick it up. These are probably what I would call one of the original vehicles that came out with the Turtles, besides the Turtle Van. And I got the Turtle Van sometime last year. I ordered it on Amazon, which I was surprised to find it. So I was able to get the re-release old school Turtle Van, and I decided to get the pizza thrower while it was out. So I'm extremely happy to get that. I love the artwork on these boxes as well, because it definitely takes me back to my childhood, and I'm definitely on board to collect these. I'm hoping that they come out with the Turtle Blimp soon, if they haven't already, so I can add it on there. Again, there's plenty of guys doing reviews on this, so if you want to look up the review, if they go in depth of the vehicle, which isn't so much. And I noticed, I don't know if the original one had these turtles on there, but it's funny how I actually have all four of those. These are the ones that have the storage shell, so definitely probably display those, because I think the original re-releases I might keep mint on card, I'm not sure, but these, the storage shell turtles, I definitely want to come on. I definitely want to keep the boxes, because like I said, it definitely works on my nostalgia, and it has me thinking of good times, the good times when I was growing up. So that was dope. And what I found, which I was surprised to find this, and it was only one, was the toilet taxi that comes with Donnie, which is pretty funny. The funny thing is I don't remember this one too much. The toilet taxi, I'm not sure. This may have came out around the same time, because I noticed they're utilizing kind of like the same type of turtle from the first set of turtles that were released. So this may have come out around the same time as the pizza thrower and the pizza van. So I thought that was dope, but this is the only one that I saw at one of the Targets, and I went to so many. Because in my area, we're not getting a lot of the 40th anniversary figures that are coming out. Like, I saw that a lot of guys are finding the 40th edition anniversary of the Turtles that look like when Kevin Eastman and Peter Lord first drew them. I saw like other ones that look like the 1984 comic, and a lot of those which are dope. Even the 1988 re-release or remastered, still haven't sold those. But which, if I were to get those, I'll definitely leave the original re-releases mint on card and bust out those upgraded versions. But I haven't seen them in any Walmart, any Target by me, but I had to pick this up, so this is going to be pretty dope. Again, I'm sure there's people online that have done plenty of unboxing reviews on this. Now, this isn't such a surprise, but I finally picked up Oroku Saki and Hamato Yoshi from the original Turtle Line movie. I wanted to get these for a while, but it wasn't like essential for me to get to my collection. It's like, I could pass on it, doesn't matter. So it was a shelf warmer for a while, and they finally lowered this to $25, and I was like, I definitely got to pick it up so I can finally at least have both of these characters in my collection for the original movie. I didn't realize this came out in 2021. I thought it was even further than that, but it is what it is. So I'm happy to at least add this to my collection. Like, that was a great price, $25. You can't go wrong with that. And I also picked up The Last Ronin Battle Damaged, which I was like, I definitely had to pick this one up. This character, they keep calling this the Naked Turtle, which I think is hysterical, because it's like, I guess they've technically always been naked, even though they wear like a bandana and some knee pads. But I've seen some reviews, like on Mad Hatter reviews, and this is a beefy turtle. The only thing I find interesting is that this doesn't really match the scale of the other Ronin characters. So it's almost like as the line goes on, I don't know if they're changing them, but that's pretty dope. So I decided to get him. Again, another figure that's hard to find in the wild. So, I was just glad to have an opportunity to pick him up. So I decided to add him to my collection. I think I'm gonna lean into The Last Ronin. Like I said, I don't like to come into collecting things pretty late, but I'm really feeling The Last Ronin, so I might lean into it more. Trying to collect more figures from The Last Ronin. I know they have the Casey Jones, and I forgot the other characters, but the other girl that looks like not Karai. It might be Karai, but I might end up getting the Casey Jones, even though I'm still looking for that Leonardo. Still haven't been able to find it to complete the 4 turtles from The Last Ronin, so I'm definitely on the hunt for that one. But I think I might lean into that, plus the Mirage here and there. I'm picking up some Mirage figures, so I really love the Mirage turtles. So I think it's, and of course I like the 1990 movie. I still haven't seen The Secret of the Used Turtles. I was shocked that I was able to pick up the Turtles 3 figures when they came out, so I was able to get all 4 turtles, and I was able to pick up the Kino with the foot soldier. But I still haven't seen the Kino that comes with the bike. That might be exclusive to just NECA, that I might have to order it, but it's not a necessity for me to have that. And I know they've come out with the Doctor, so it's a couple of them that it's not necessary for me to get. But this is a guy that I thought like they should have made one of them a long time ago, and it's Tatsu. I just love how the cover is, how they made it red, and I was so happy when I found this. I didn't even think this was going to be around. I was like, man, a lot of people are finding it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. And I found it in the wild. Maybe 2 places had them, so they still have them. They might be gone by now, kind of like the Last Ronin turtles, the 4 turtles. Those are going pretty fast. I'm not really seeing them, but those are going, getting off the shelves pretty fast. But I was so happy to find him. So the likeness is pretty spot on to Tatsu. And it's like, you can't have the foot soldiers without Tatsu. You can't have Shredder without Tatsu. So I'm glad I have both iterations of Shredder, which is in the red from the first one, and then I have the purple one from part 2. I even have Super Shredder. So all I'm really missing is Tokka and Rahzar, which I've seen them, but from the NECA cartoon, and then I've seen the Basement, the Best Action ones, which I don't want those. I want the actual 1992 or 1991 movie Tokka and Rahzar figures. But I was glad to find the Tatsu and add them to my collection. So that's pretty dope. But it's like I said, it's been an exciting time to be a collector, because they're coming out, especially when you're able to find things. And this is something that I found that I was extremely happy to find. I've been dying to add a comic accurate Bane from one of my favorite series, from Nightfall. So this is the OG comic where Bane, as a lot of you know or don't know, broke Batman's back, and I think shortly after that is when Azrael took over. So I was extremely happy to find this at Target. So this is something that's definitely going to get posed in the back-breaking pose, but this is something that I was shocked to find in the wild, and I'm not seeing it anymore. I'm just surprised that they made the costume really light, but I like how they have the battle damage on there. And the cloth cape, which is gonna make it easier to pose him. And then see, he comes with interchangeable hands, Batarang, and so does Bane. So I'm just so excited to have this. I really would like to get a Dark Knight movie Bane, because I have the Build-A-Figure Bane, but I'd rather have a regular figure of the movie Bane. But I'm good with just having this Bane to my collection. I don't really have to collect every Bane. I just wanted a Bane finally, and this just happens to be from my favorite comic series. And now I'm going to the last thing. I'm almost done with this video. I'm gonna come out with a part 3 because I have something else that I want to show you guys, but I'm gonna save that for a part 3. But I decided, I passed on this wave, Batman animated series. I passed on the first wave because I didn't like how they looked, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get into it. And then I seen the second wave, and I still don't know why his eyes are red. It doesn't even say it on the box. So I'm assuming that when I start watching the animated series that I have, maybe it might have that episode, unless it came out in earlier iterations. But I decided to finally get this. Why? Because I finally picked up the Batmobile. This is crazy. Let me sit back so I can show you this. So I've seen this at Target. I wasn't sure I was gonna get it. I saw that it was 80, and at first I'm like, why is it 80? And the 1989 Batmobile re-release, because you know the first one was a shit show. The one that I ordered came with the 89 Batman, and it was 75. And I figured that was a good price, 60 for the Batmobile and 25 for the figure. You know, cloth goods, but it only sucks that it was a one-seater, but that's a different story. And then this, I was like, why is this 80? You're not getting anything different. But I think the reason why it's 80 is because it lights up. So it comes with AAA batteries, or it doesn't come with AAA batteries, but you put in the AAA batteries and the headlights light up, the inside of the cockpit, the computer stuff lights up, and the back of it lights up as well. And actually has 2 seat belts inside of it, and it has a cockpit that fits 2 figures. So I said I can't have the Batmobile without a Batman. So, and a lot of those Batmans from the first wave is hard to come by, so I decided to just get that one for now. Because you can't have this Batmobile without a Batman, especially the right Batman. And I'm like, these are already selling out. I was shocked to see this. I know that they released this years ago, so this is kind of like a re-release, but obviously trying to get it in the open market, they want hundreds of dollars for them. So it's pretty dope that McFarlane is re-releasing some of these figures or some of these Batmobiles that if you didn't have an opportunity to get them, you could get them. But this is, I'm like so excited to have this. This is again working on my nostalgia. I'm all on board for it. This is taking me back to my childhood, watching Batman the Animated Series after school or even on the weekends. So this is dope. This is one of my favorite Batmobiles. Surprisingly, I don't have the Tumbler yet, but I'm gonna order the Tumbler because the Tumbler is another vehicle that I think is dope because it comes with Lucius and is a 2-seater, and that's my Batman. But the fact that this was in store, I had to pick it up. I didn't have to order it or anything like that, so I'm just happy that I was able to get it. So I'm happy to add that to my collection. I just have to get, again, there's a lot of reviews online of it. Simple review, there's nothing really much to it. And then hopefully I'm gonna get the Tumbler. And I think that's all for now. So there's gonna be a part 3. It's gonna be much shorter, but I picked up something that I thought was cool. That was working on my nostalgia. But again, thank you guys for tuning in to Tony B Hunting Figs. Hopefully you tune in to part 3. I hope you like. I hope you subscribe. I hope you comment below, and I hope you follow me on Instagram. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.